What would you do if, in the middle of a classroom observation, one of your students started eating their own feces? Because that's exactly what happened to me. I teach in a self-contained special education classroom. 8 kids, 8 very different needs, and I honestly love every single one of them. There's Dwayne. He can solve math problems in his head faster than I can write them down, but he can't tie his shoes. There's London, quiet as a whisper, but her paintings, breathtaking. And then there's Tristian, developmentally delayed, but the sweetest soul who gives the best hugs in the world. On this day, Principal Anders came in for a formal observation. She's this older woman, pearls, vanilla perfume, clipboard in hand. She smiled at me and sat in the back corner. I had rehearsed this lesson over and over. We were working on basic life skills, brushing teeth, washing hands. Everyone was engaged, focused. Dwayne at the shoelace board, London on her communication cards, and Tristian calmly playing with kinetic sand. The classroom was running smoothly. Honestly, I was proud. Then it happened. The crash. Principal Anders knocked her coffee mug off the desk. Shattered. Coffee everywhere. I grabbed paper towels and headed over, but her face stopped me in my tracks. She wasn't looking at the broken mug anymore. She was pale, frozen, staring past me. I turned around, and that's when I saw it. Tristian, still at the sensory table, but his hands were covered in something brown, and he was chewing. My brain stalled. The sand was purple. Then the smell hit me. Tristian had reached into his pull-up and was eating his own feces. It was smeared around his mouth, stuck to his teeth, and he was going back for more like it was pudding. My stomach turned, but I couldn't freeze. This was my student, and he needed me. I rushed over, gently grabbed his wrists, trying to stop him. He started crying. He didn't understand. For him, it was all sensory, the texture, the smell. This wasn't bad behavior. His brain just processed the world differently. Sweetie, we need to clean up, okay? I kept my voice calm, even though I wanted to gag. I had to hook my fingers inside his mouth, scraping out what I could while he bit down on my hand. Feces under my nails, teeth marks in my skin. The other kids started panicking. London rocking, Dwayne covering his ears, Miranda pulling her hair. My perfectly controlled classroom was unraveling in seconds. Meanwhile, Principal Anders, frozen by the door, looking like she might faint. Somehow I got Tristian into the bathroom. I cleaned his mouth with baby wipes, changed his clothes, and scrubbed. Both of us with sanitizer. The whole time, I kept my voice soothing, even though I wanted to break down inside. When I finally returned, the aide had calmed the others. Tristian was clean, safe, and redirected to a new activity. And Principal Anders? She sat at my desk, completely shell-shocked. But when she wrote her review later, she gave me the highest marks. She said I handled an extremely challenging situation with grace and professionalism. She wrote that I truly cared about my students and met them where they were. But I also saw her eyes. She couldn't wait to escape that room. Teaching special education is messy, unpredictable, and harder than most people will ever understand. But it's also full of love, patience, and small victories that matter more than anything. Would you survive a day in my classroom? Like, share and subscribe if you want more real stories from the world of teaching. And drop a comment. What would you have done in this situation?